protein shake is so thick you really have to suck on it.
Yo, what is up guys? Nick the Iron Dick here, back with another video. Today, I'm going to be talking about 5 tips for fat loss. You want to get rid of that pesky fat, that pesky weight. I will give you 5 tips to help you on your journey because, believe it or not, I used to be just like you. I don't think I have any pics though because I really didn't like taking pics back then. I might if I really look for it, but yeah, anyways, let's get on with it. Tip number 1. This might be obvious to me because I've been doing this for a while, but this might not be obvious to you guys. So, caloric deficit. If you don't know what a caloric deficit is, you basically eat less calories than you burn. So basically what that means is there's a number that your body needs to survive, right? And there's a specific number that your body burns calories on its own, like without doing any exercise, and you've got to eat less than that. Because usually we all eat more calories than our body needs, right? We eat a lot more because of all that fast food and the sugary goodness that everybody eats. Yeah, we eat a lot more than our body actually needs. So you're gonna want to eat less, basically. And to get your caloric deficit number, you're gonna want to use this equation. And to get your caloric deficit number, first you're gonna want to find your caloric maintenance. And to get your caloric maintenance, you're gonna want to use the Mifflin STG formula. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce their names. I completely butchered that. But that formula is your BMR. Well, to get your first you're gonna want to get your BMR to calculate the maintenance. So that is 10 times your weight in kilograms plus 6.25 times your height in centimeters minus 5 times your age in years, of course, minus 161 for women, and for men it's the same exact thing, but instead of minus 161 at the end, you put a plus 5. Alright, and then what you're going to want to do after you find the BMR, you're going to want to pick one of these on your activity level. 1.2 for little or no exercise, 1.4 for light exercise, 1.6 for moderate, 1.75 for hard exercise, 2.0 if you got a physical job or perform hard exercise 6 to 7 times a week, and 2.4 for professional athletes. So you're just going to want to pick one around what you think you get, and then you multiply it by the BMR, and that'll give you roughly your maintenance. Of course, these aren't 100% accurate, but that'll just be a starting point. And then, to get your caloric deficit, subtract 300 to 500 from that number you get. What I'd really suggest, after you get that rough estimate of your caloric deficit, is eat in that caloric range for maybe 2 weeks, 2 to 3, and just keep monitoring your weight. Don't monitor your weight every single day. Monitor your weight 1 to 2 times a week maybe for those 2 to 3 weeks, and then see how your weight fluctuates. If it goes up or down, left or right, square or triangle, and just pick the median between those numbers. If you lose weight, good, keep doing that. If you lose too much weight, then you're gonna wanna up your calorie intake a little bit. But if you gain weight, you're gonna wanna lower your calorie intake. This is just a guesstimate. You're gonna wanna it's like a trial and error thing. Alright. I can't believe I just took 6 minutes to explain a caloric deficit. I mean, I'll probably cut out most of it, but... Alright, tip number 2. Eat enough protein. I suggest 1 gram per pound of body weight. Not only does protein satiate your hunger, it also allows you to build muscle. So, say you're in a calorie deficit and you want to build muscle at the same time, just get your protein in. Your protein is going to allow you to build muscle while you're in a caloric deficit. Although, if you want to lose fat and gain muscle at the same time, I'd suggest really eating at a maintenance. But you can still gain muscle in a deficit. It's just a lot harder. You're going to need to get more protein in. But obviously, you want to have a balanced diet yeah, okay. That's a later tip. You don't have to every single meal. But I suggest you get less than 30 grams of protein per meal, because past that, the protein just starts turning into fat, and you don't want that. You don't want any extra fat, right? Don't be too strict, though. Don't be too strict. You gotta be a little lenient. Like, there's sometimes where I'll eat more than 30 grams of protein in a meal because, well, it's good. The food is good. Just don't be too restrictive. Tip number 3, do your cardio. Cardio not only burns calories, allowing you to eat more and contribute to your deficit, but it's also an extremely good workout for your heart. The most important muscle in your freaking body, bro. Cause you can have very amazing muscles and abs and all that, but if your heart ain't in good condition, you dying, bro. You ain't gonna have a life anymore. Tip number 4, relax. Relax. I know that's kind of like the opposite of what I just said. You gotta train hard and all that, but relax. Added stress adds fat. So maybe try things like meditation, go in the sauna, and get enough sleep as well. Sleep also is a contributing factor to how much fat you lose or gain. You gotta just rest enough. Like maybe 1 to 2 days a week. If you're a beginner, I'd suggest you work out maybe 3 times a week and rest the other 4, and then slowly increase your days that you work out. But get enough rest. You don't want to be stressing out about life and all that stuff. Brings us to our last tip. Tip number 5, progressive overload. For those of you that don't know what progressive overload is, it's basically just you work harder than you did the last time. So say last time you did like, I don't know, 1 mile on the treadmill, and you're like, you know what, I think I can go some more. So then the next training session, I don't know, set a goal for like half a mile more, and then half a mile more, and just slowly progress. That goes for weightlifting as well. If you want to weightlift, maybe add a few pounds to the bar or something on bench, or add some reps, or a set if you really want to. Just get better every time you come back, because that'll maximize your muscle growth, maximize your calorie loss. If you're doing more cardio, you're losing more calories and your heart is more healthy. So if your heart is more healthy and you're losing more calories, you can eat a lot more and still be in a deficit. Although, fair warning, the calories on the treadmill at the gym aren't accurate. Especially if you're holding on to the bar, like say you're doing Stairmaster and you hold on to the bar, your calories are usually reduced by around 30% of what that treadmill says. If you're holding onto the bar like that, because you're putting in less work, you're literally using your hands to like hold on for dear life, like you're hanging off a mountain. So yeah, I'd suggest bringing like an Apple Watch or a Fitbit or something to just track your calories with your actual body weight and height and age and all that information. But yeah, just do something to increase the intensity every time you come back. Whether it could be something super small, like say you're doing a bench, maybe you add like 2 pounds to the bar or something. It doesn't have to be big. Or add like 1 rep. Like if you did 13 reps last time, do 14. Or if you already have like a really good bench and you don't want to add some weight, do like halves. Like go up, like hold it halfway down to your chest and then go up and then hold it. Progressive overload right there. Just do better every time you go. Alright, so to reiterate, to sum up everything, we went over the caloric deficit, eat enough protein, do your cardio, relax, and progressive overload. Those are my 5 tips for fat loss that honestly I wish I knew at the beginning of my fitness journey, because oh my god, I'm gonna give you a little story time real quick. So when I was like overweight, really fucking fat, I probably lost like 50 pounds I think, but back then I had no clue what the frick I was doing, and I was really insecure. So what did I do? I started fasting. Do not fast, it's horrible. But I fasted like 1 meal a day. I don't even know how much calories I was eating. It was probably close to 1,500. I eventually got anorexic, and started. No, actually, it was more like bulimia, which is where you eat a bunch and then you try and get rid of it using puking or exercise. What I would do is, say I would eat like a few slices of pizza, I would go on my second 3-mile run of the day after I ate the pizza, and I would fast lunch, and I would weightlift and do cardio, and I just thought that was okay. Do not do that. Do not do that. It becomes a problem. The only reason I stopped that really is because I went on a trip to California, and on that trip I just, like, it was my breaking point. I had a 3-day fucking migraine. It didn't go away until I ate a burger, and then I went on a binge and ate 10 burgers after that. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. Don't do it. If you want to lose fat, I lost a lot of weight, and I barely had any muscle. This right here, you see it? This was like this. It was a stick. Like, oh my god, it was horrible. Like, I was lean, I had abs of freaking steel, but oh my god, I was a stick. If you're gonna lose fat, I didn't actually put this in the tip, but you know what? I'm gonna put an extra tip because I wish I knew this. Lose fat gradually. When you're in a caloric deficit, the reason I say 300 to 500 is because if you're too low, you're gonna start losing muscle, and you're gonna just be starving all the freaking time. You're gonna be suffering. Do not do that. You're gonna wanna slowly lean down, and you'll gain muscle at the same time if you slowly lean down. And for the ladies, picking up weights, doing weightlifting, it won't make you bulky at all. But if you want to be bulky, you'd eat more protein. I suggest weightlifting because it also increases your metabolism, and therefore you lose more fat. It's a win-win. It's a win-win. So yeah, those are my 5 tips with a little extra tip in there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know this video was a little bit different than usual. Usually I'm like walking around with my friends, talking, enjoying time in the gym. Trust me, I got another video like that coming out too, of course. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I really hope these tips will help some of you guys. If you enjoyed, leave a like. Subscribe if you want to hear more tips like this and want some workout entertainment as well. And I will see you guys later.